Hello and welcome to the newest TNT Monthly Boom. It's the interview queen, Alicia Atout here, as seen on MLW and Knotfest, and I'm back to tell you about some fantastic upcoming shows as we are headed towards Halloween weekend and TNT's biggest event to date, Extreme Fields and Little Show of Horrors. The first show of the weekend will be Saturday, October 30th for Extreme Fields all-day rock and wrestling festival in Electric Warehouse with 10 huge matches and 6 incredible bands, all for the low price of only £30. The event starts at midday and will run until around 7:30 p.m. Start off with the band, shall we? We will have music from Disraeli's Whip, Only the Righteous, Nebula, Scare Tactics Jr., and Attic Theory. Now, onto our huge match card. The debuting Elijah makes his way to TNT and will face the infamous Cameron Solis in what will surely have implications for the Ignition Championship. Solis wasn't pinned in the triple threat at Level Up and needs to earn his way back to the championship he lost. Elijah isn't going to be easy to beat as he will want to make an impression on his debut, and we're sure he will. The former TNT GM Kid Lycos is returning to action and will be alongside his protege, Kid Lycos 2, the former Ultra X champion. The Young Guns haven't been in the best of moods of late, showing a very violent and brutal side in their matches. In this tag team showcase, however, only one team can win, and surely whoever that is will be headed towards a possible tag team championship match in their future. Next up, Sonner Durson against BT Gunn. The longest reigning Ignition champion will take on the longest reigning Extreme Division champion. There will be a clash of styles as a huge TNT favorite takes on one of the most hated men in TNT. The She-Wolves shocked everyone as they answered the New Sick Boys 24/7 Open Challenge for their newly won tag team titles immediately after they said it was open. The crowd were on their feet as Molly and Casey held those titles up high after a ferocious spear on Rory Coyle. They are riding a huge momentum right now, and at Siren's Fury, the Pretty Little Killers Ruby Radley and Ivy debuted and defeated the then team of Tonga and Gia Adams. Two of the top women's tag teams in the country will face off at Extreme Fields. Another shock at Thrill Kill was when Kid Lycos 2 was eliminated first in the Ultra X title match, but everyone was firmly behind Scotty Rock as he overcame all the odds to become the new Ultra X champion. Scotty has said he wants to take on all comers from the UK and show that he has what it takes. Well, TNT have brought in two of the best cruiserweights around. Robbie X returns to face Rock, and Nico Angelo makes his TNT Extreme debut. This one will be electric. Also, Scott Oberman will be in action. He managed to retain his championship in a triple threat match at Level Up in what people are calling a match of the year contender against Sonner Durson and Cameron Solis, who will step up to the Ignition champion and prove themselves for a potential title shot in the future. From the Ignition Championship to the TNT World Championship, 2 men have qualified already for the 4-way at Cold Day in Hell, and our next qualifier is between 2 deserving people. Chris Ridgway defeated Dan Maloney at Thrill Kill, and after being a current #1 contender, TNT thought to give him a chance to get into the match himself. But standing across is a British wrestler veteran, Style with a Smile, Dean Allmark. Either of these two will surely be welcomed into the 4-way championship match, but who will take that next step towards glory? Alexis Falcon is still looking for vengeance against Lizzie Evo after being consistently screwed out of her championship title matches, and now Evo has joined forces with Angel Hayes. Falcon wants revenge on both. After defeating Lizzie's hand-picked opponent at Thrill Kill, Falcon laid out the challenge, and she has found herself a partner, someone she knows who will have her back. At Extreme Fields, it will be Lizzie Evo and Angel Hayes against Alexis Falcon and Gia Adams. Lizzie and Falcon both have requests for the match, however. If Evo or Hayes win, Falcon will not get another title match as long as Evo is champion. If Falcon or Adams wins, then Falcon gets one final match and can choose the stipulation. Huge stakes with big implications for the women's division. The two men who have already qualified for the world title match at Cold Day in Hell have a score to settle. After Cruz qualified, Dan Maloney came out to square up. Cruz swung and missed and escaped. Now at Thrill Kill, Cruz's music hit and distracted Maloney just enough for him to lose the match. These two have a lot of hatred towards one another, and whoever wins this will surely have the momentum going into that ladder match. At Thrill Kill, Clint Margera won a hard-fought death match against the Queen of Extreme, Martina. After the match, though, a fan, or so we thought, jumped the rail and hit Margera in the middle of the ring with a devastating maneuver. TNT officials and ring crew swarmed to the ring and dragged him out of the venue, and this is what he had to say.
Fuck! Cool, mate. Just take that, I'll do the rest of it. But like, that injured leg and I'll like roll it. Fuck! Fucking J-Apter! You listen and you listen good, man. You better start fucking listening to me, right? You better listen good. You book these names and these imports and they do fuck all for you, right? But I have been working my fucking ass off every fucking night of the week. Death matches, hardcore matches, fucking everything. And all you do is book fucking names and imports, and they do fuck all for you. Do you understand? Fuck off!
Well, Clint Margera knew exactly who it was, Tyler Devlin, who had been running his mouth about TNT on social media. Well, Margera won't stand for it and has requested that Devlin come back at Extreme Fields for a death match, and Margera will even put the Extreme Division Championship on the line. Now that's not all for Extreme Fields, as there will be a market floor too, as well as face painting and other promotions making their presence felt, such as Wrestle Island, LWF, British Wrestling Revolution, Superstar Pro, and Odyssey Pro Wrestling. Also, as it's Halloween weekend, we are highly encouraging all of you to come dressed up in your favorite costumes, as there is a huge £100 prize for the best dressed. Moving on to the second show of the weekend on October 31st, Halloween, back in Fusion Nightclub, Ignition returns for Little Show of Horrors. For months, Tonga has been living rent-free in Gia Adams' head. After turning on her partner at Siren's Fury, Tonga has been avoiding Adams. Adams has just been on a rampage, defeating Lucy Sky and Hannah Taylor, but after being told that Tonga wouldn't be at Level Up, Adams was blindsided by the Ultimate Diva. At Little Show of Horrors, these two women will finally stand opposite each other in a TNT ring. The Martini Daddy defeated Visage in a brutal chairs match at Level Up and showed his brutal and ruthless side. Gene Money, however, came up short in the Level Up Scramble match but has had consistently good showings in Ignition. Well, Chase Alexander specifically requested that Gene Money is his next opponent, and he has his sights set firmly on the damn dirty dog. Gene Money has obliged and wants to put Chase back in his place. For months, the war between Synergy, Shreddy, Simon Miller, Brian Aidenson, and Big Guns Joe has waged on. Synergy and Shreddy have been finding ways to win, and they've not exactly done it in the right way. At Little Show of Horrors, Synergy will find themselves in a tag team match against the two bald a-holes, Miller and Aidenson. They desperately need the win here, but when Synergy are there, Shreddy won't be far away. Now, Big Guns Joe has been absent from the last 3 Ignition shows due to different circumstances, mainly due to the attack from Synergy prior to All Eyes on Me. At Little Show of Horrors, he returns to show Shreddy that he is the henchest guy in British wrestling. This will be a strongman contest for the ages. Also, Scotty Rock is the new Ultra X champion, and he wants to defend it as much as he can. Whoever steps up will have a fight on their hands. At Level Up, Scott Oberman retained his Ignition championship by pinning Sonner Durson. Cameron Solis still has an issue with Oberman, and rightly so. At the end of the match, Tom Thelwell, who had begun ringside, held his briefcase up high, letting Oberman know that he's watching and waiting. JJ Webb, who had the briefcase taken from him in the closing moments of the Level Up match by Thelwell, wants revenge on the future ace. This will be a combustible match with all of these elements. And that is what TNT have in store for you across this epic weekend. You can get your tickets if you visit Wrestling Travel or contact TNT Extreme Wrestling for more details. As always, you can absolutely visit Wrestle Merch Central to get all of the merch to support your favorite wrestlers over the weekend. If you want to get your own t-shirts and gear made up, then get in touch with Pins and Knuckles for all of your merchandising needs. And until the end of October, there is actually a 10% discount on any order placed with Pins Halloween 20. If you want to be in a TNT ring yourself one day, then look up the Claw Wrestling School to catch up on all the action of the previous shows to get ready for these huge events. Or when you want to watch it back, then make sure to sign up to Powered 4 TV to access all the TNT shows on demand. This video is sponsored by Rammer Clobber, so make sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget, guys, get your tickets today for these incredible shows, and on behalf of TNT Extreme Wrestling, it's been the interview queen, Alicia Atout. Until next time, bye everybody.